Hello and welcome back to the I'm Hungry podcast. We're back after a little hiatus. We didn't do one last week because I was really busy with school, and I think Daniel was saying you were also busy with school last week as well. But you're still busy. You're still busy with
Still
school.
busy with school. Yeah,
I'm Foster, by the way. I'm Foster.
No, I'm Daniel.
I wasn't really, busy with.
I wasn't busy with finals last week. I was just busy with I don't even remember. I was just busy.
Yeah, it's like end of the semester shit, you know? It's just like you don't have any time. Like this past 2-3 weeks, like the past month basically has just been like nonstop.
Yeah, it's insane. And I feel bad whenever I have a little bit of free time, like at the end of the day or something, and I just spend it watching a movie or something. Like I feel bad because I feel like I could have
literally
gone to the gym or like worked on a project, but instead I'm just like watch a movie.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for I feel bad for doing that, but at the same time you just don't have the energy or the motivation after like doing all the stuff you need to do.
Yeah.
It sucks.
I've been enjoying that, yeah. Like I'm actually like done now, so I'm like done. I finished all my finals for this semester.
How'd they go?
And I did pretty decent on most of them. There's one that I'm still waiting on that I'm not sure. But on like this one class, I had a D like all semester. Like I'm talking like low D, like 60. And somehow I clutched it up, B-.
Nice.
Hella,
wow, that's impressive.
Hella, for real.
That's crazy.
I went into like, because we got our finals back. He like handed them back on like the Friday out, like this past Friday. Yeah. And he's like, you can talk to me about your grade for like 3 minutes. Because our actual grades aren't like posted to the Canvas. He does like some weird thing. And I was like, so what did I actually get? And he's like, he took like 30 seconds. He was like, now normally like this score wouldn't be this grade, but like because you did the thing and like like he was really trying to make it seem like you kind of don't deserve this. But I was like, literally, I was like, no way. He was like, you got a B-. I was like, really? He was like, yeah. I was like, but yeah.
That's awesome.
So that was pretty hype. I got a B+ in another class. Like,
nice.
I got an A- in like an A session that I took a while back. So yeah, the semester wasn't so bad for me.
That's cool.
But yeah.
Always good.
What
are you doing now? Are you just?
Yeah, I got a new job.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I got another job. I got a job at a place I used to work in high school, Zoomies.
Oh yeah.
So
nice.
Working there again.
I was on the podcast. It's come full circle.
Really, dude. This is the third time I've worked at this specific location.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I can't work anywhere else. Get fired from Chipotle. But no, but Zoomies is cool. Zoomies is chill. I know the manager, or I know like one of the managers, so he just got me in. He was like, yeah. Because they also need more guy employees, they said. But I'm excited to work there again. It's a really chill place. So I'm probably just gonna be working there for summer, busting my ass. Maybe I want to try streaming over summer, like a little more seriously. I keep saying that all the time, but you know, I get nervous. I get so nervous online.
Oh really?
Yeah, for some reason, like way more.
Are you nervous, but only for streaming? Because like you're not nervous for
even if like I'll be like on Twitch or something, and I'll be like, if I like say something and somebody's like in chat, and then like I see someone else in it, like they'll like at me, it'll be like at Fooster, like blah blah blah. They'll be like like, because I'll say something funny and they'll be like haha, or like they'll try to add on another joke. That gets me like super like whoa, like,
like
they noticed me, like like getting noticed at all like kind of makes me freak out, and that's why like this is kind of like funny, the fact that I have a podcast, but it's like yeah.
Well, this isn't live. Maybe that's the thing.
Yeah, you're like the only one that's observing.
Yeah, actively observing. Oh, speaking of observation, I mean, okay, so I'm just doing my finals.
Yeah.
Or I had my first one that went well. I did a final project, and I've got 2 more finals and another project to do. So I'm just kind of going. Almost done though. I had my steel pan concert. Things are just kind of woo. Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, it's fun, and things are just kind of winding down. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, yeah. I learned about a cool math problem, or like it's like a thought experiment the other day. It's called the Sleeping Beauty problem. Have you heard of it? It's very interesting. It's like weird, but you'll like it. All right, I'm gonna read from Wikipedia the
There was
prompt.
something that there was like something scientific I wanted to talk about too, but I forgot
Oh
what it
really?
was. I forgot what it
Oh
was.
no. Maybe
No,
you'll
okay,
remember it after
I'll
we.
remember it next time. But you go Sleeping
Yeah.
Beauty theorem. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
Sleeping Beauty problem. It's a problem that like people are still uh okay, I guess there's three different positions, three different solutions that people are still debating over. Like mathematicians can't agree on what the right answer is.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the problem. Ready? Sleeping Beauty volunteers to undergo the following experiment and is told all of the following details. On Sunday, she will be put to sleep. Once or twice during the experiment, Sleeping Beauty will be awakened, interviewed, and put back to sleep with an amnesia inducing drug that makes her forget that she was woken up just then. A fair coin will be tossed to determine which experimental procedure to undertake. So they're going to put her to sleep on Sunday. Then they're going to flip a coin. If the coin comes up heads, Sleeping Beauty will be awakened and interviewed on Monday only, and then she'll be put back to sleep with the amnesia thing, and she'll be woken up on Wednesday, and that's the end of the experiment.
Okay.
If the coin comes up tails, she'll be awakened on Monday, just like for the heads one. She'll be put back to sleep, but then she'll be awakened again on Tuesday and put back to sleep, and then awakened on Wednesday, and the experiment ends. So remember, every time she wakes up, she has no memory of what happened before, right? So
Mm-hmm.
she has no memory whether this is the first time she's been woken up or the second time or whatever. She just knows she just woke up, and there's like these people here asking, what is the outcome, or what are the odds that the coin landed heads, is what the question is for her. And so the question is, what is the best answer for Sleeping Beauty to give? And it's like, so
Wait. So
what are your thoughts?
what is she supposed to answer? Sorry.
She's she wakes up and they're gonna ask her, what are the odds that the coin flip landed heads?
Heads. 50.
And
50-50.
okay, so that's one of the three
Yeah.
solutions.
Okay. All
But
right.
then you
Yeah.
start to hear the reasoning for the other ones, and it starts to get really weird because so like, all right, I'm Sleeping Beauty. I go to sleep. They
Yeah.
flip a coin.
Yeah.
It lands heads. Okay, so then I get woken up and I have no memory of anything. And they're like, "What are the odds that the coin landed heads?" And I'm like, "Well, it's a fair coin toss, so 50-50, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously." And then I get put back to sleep and I wake up on Wednesday. If I get put to sleep on Sunday and the coin lands tails, I get woken up on Monday. So so far it's exactly the same as the previous one. They ask me, what are the odds of the coin? I'm like 50-50, whatever. They put me back to sleep, but then they wake me up again on Tuesday. Now to me, I don't know what day it is. I don't know what's going on. So I wake up and they ask me again. I'm like, well, 50-50. But now there are two cases that are identical from my point of view versus
Mm-hmm.
one case that's identical from my point of view. And the two cases is where the tails was flipped, right? So
Yeah.
I have two options, right? Where I could be right that tails was flipped, and only one option that I could be right where heads was flipped. So there's a whole other side that thinks it's 1/3 is the odds that the coin landed heads. Because every option, from my perspective, from my knowledge, every option is
Okay.
equally likely.
And what? And
So
this is just like a math like theory.
yeah, it's like it's a let's
Tar-
see, it was published by some guy in the
yeah.
1980s. Oh, and then it was popularized in 2000s, just about like the logic of experience is what
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
about.
yeah. Because
Like
it's
based on
like,
your
if what I'm
knowledge.
getting at, it's sort of just like like it's sort of emphasizing the like experience aspect of like a personal,
Yeah.
like a personal experience. Like it exists for like the scientists, but for the Sleeping Beauty, it's like kind of like it like same outcome, different
Yeah.
uh like process kind of.
Yeah, well, because it's all experience based. So it's
Yeah.
like I mean, like the intro in Wikipedia, it's a puzzle and decision theory in which that involves an
Okay, so it's like a
ideally
trolley
rational
problem type
agent.
beat.
Yeah, it's kind of like a trolley problem, but instead of morality, it's about knowledge. So it's how much knowledge you have. Given the amount of limited knowledge that you have, what is the best decision to make? Because you can't know, Sleeping Beauty cannot know
That's
anything
like
except that she was just woken up.
that sounds like that sounds like the type of like test they would give kids in like a young adult like novel series like The Hunger
That's
Games
so
or
true.
some shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like to
Or like
like
the
test
Mysterious
their,
Benedict Society.
and then yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then you got like the one like pro guy. He's like, judging by my experience, like, and then he gets
Yeah.
aces it, and they're like, how? I'm putting my anime spin on it, but that's funny. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, and people can't decide.
Oh,
Both of them.
I remembered what I want to talk about. But let's keep talking about this.
Yeah, no. Yeah, go. That's it, pretty much. Just think
yeah.
about that, audience.
Yeah, think about, use your brains a little more. I quick before I go on to this thing that I was looking at. Yeah, like don't be the lowest common denominator audience. Like our audience is not the lowest common denominator audience. Like we're not trying to feed the masses here, right?
Yeah.
If you give,
We're hungry,
but we're also sophisticated. You know what I mean? We want culinary and like mindful. What is like we want cognitive delicacies. You know what I mean?
Delicacies.
Indeed.
Yes.
But that's what I was thinking about. It was everybody, like, especially in these days, like it's all about engagement, content, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But it's like, what are you really pumping out? You know.
Yeah. That's why my favorite. Well, yeah. Okay.
But you real quick, yeah.
I was just gonna say my favorite YouTube channels, besides the Urban Rescue Ranch, are the ones where like.
But even that, to a very high degree, is like animal care, like.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's about the animals mainly. It's just there's like stupid comedy too. But yeah. So yeah, that's a good one. But like my favorite YouTube channels are like Stuff Made Here, where this guy makes it's like 30-minute long YouTube videos where he makes he's like an engineer and he makes ridiculous inventions. Like he made
one of his
Have you seen?
That sounds familiar.
He made like a baseball bat.
Yeah, the baseball bat that has the blank in it, and it fucking.
Yeah, so it launches the ball super far. And then he made
cool.
one. He made like a robot that can assemble a jigsaw, like 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. The things he does is crazy. Oh, he made okay, so like big warehouse with a basketball hoop suspended by wires.
I think I saw that one, didn't it?
That can float around
yeah,
in 3 dimensions, and so you can
just miss it.
Yeah, you can just throw the ball a random spot in the warehouse, completely on like the thing could be on the other side of it.
It goes like forward and back too,
so and up and down.
It's like X, Y, and Z.
And it can tilt, so it can do this. So you can just throw the basketball however the heck you want, and it just tracks the basketball, and then it zooms over and catches it. It's just insane. Yeah. Like he does like coding and building and all of it. It's crazy.
That's
those
jack of all trades right there.
Yeah, those are the. You gotta engage the mind.
You gotta think a little harder. Like all the easy shit's done nowadays.
Yeah. Yes.
But what I was gonna say, new propeller dropped. New propeller, like, I forget what the name of the company is, and I'm kind of pissed because I looked it up earlier. But there's this new company. And they literally like they just spent it's this one company, and it's also MIT did like a technical analysis of this new propeller shape, and it's basically a toroid. You know what a toroid is?
Okay, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, look up like toroidal propeller, and
toroidal, and I have heard about what it toroidal propeller.
Basically, if you look at it, if you look at like a propeller versus this thing, it looks like big arms, I guess you could say. Like instead of like a propeller blade, it's like a propeller like arm, and it looks kind of like.
Well, it's like a loop, right?
Yeah. It's like a loop, and I don't know the exact science behind it, but it's just like way fucking better. Like it's just like it's more efficient. You get like it's like a lot quieter. It's faster. Like, and I don't know. I was watching like a video about it or some shit, but
it's weird.
Yeah, it looks cool, and like when it's going through the water, like I think the MIT study has like a really good video of like a regular propeller in the water versus like this toroidal propeller in the water, and it's so cool when it's going through the water like super fast, because if you look at like the regular propeller. The way the regular propeller like works is right at like the tips, it creates like the vacuum or like the spiral thing. I don't know the exact science, the hydrodynamics behind it, and that's what creates like the propulsion. But it only forms at like the tips, like the very tips of these blades for the regular propeller. But on this toroid propeller, it creates these like huge like sweeping vortexes that are like basically the sides of a propeller. So this like the stream comes out like from the very back instead of like the actual like tips of the propeller. It looks super dope. Just look that up. Like fucking new propeller drop. That's all I was thinking about is like better. Where like things are getting better. I love when like things just like get more efficient and like are cooler. Like,
that's crazy.
The idea, like, let's put it on some planes, you know? Let's put it on planes, let's put it on boats, let's put it on
like
drones.
imagine like a helicopter with this thing spinning on top.
Yeah, literally.
That's crazy.
Like unorthodox, like engineering techniques.
Yeah, I mean that's the best. That's what I want to do. You know, I want to some kind of like fundamental thing. I want to invent and then commercialize and make a crap ton of money. That's my goal.
Literally.
Yep.
Fucking, I need to write a book or some shit. I need like an IP. I need
an IP.
Yeah, or like a pamphlet, and then I'll bribe a doctor to like put his face on the back.
Why not just dress somebody up like a doctor, or do you want them to like endorse
I want it to be like official and be like Dr. Brian McCandles says that. Yeah, like I don't know. There's some crackpot doctors out there for sure that if I
absolutely. You know what? That actually is something I have not. You just don't think about for a while, but like you know, you think of like a medical doctor. Is my thing blurry?
Yeah,
it is blurry, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hold on. You think of like a medical doctor, and everyone's like, oh yeah, those are like the best of the best or whatever. But there's still idiots. There's still so. I mean, if you think about the number of stupid, like
intelligence is not. You can be smart.
You can go become a doctor, and you can be an absolute buffoon. I don't think anyone could convince me otherwise, because I have been in doctor's office where the guy's like talking to me, like where I don't go with my normal doctor or whatever, and I'm just like, why are you saying these things right now? Like making conversation, or just, like I get the impression.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I hate when doctors try to like just fucking shoot the shit with you. You're
it's like,
bro,
stop.
Tell me what's wrong with me. Like,
stop this. Also, just like, okay, so I'm probably a bit of a hypochondriac, right? So there's, you know, sometimes, like infrequently, but sometimes I'll get like, you know, I'll feel sick or whatever, I'll get some symptoms, and I'm worried that it's something more serious or whatever, because it's like unusual or something like that. So I'll go to the doctor just because I know that I don't have anything, but I want them to tell me because they're qualified, right? The last time this happened, I don't remember what the symptom was. It was something, and I knew it wasn't anything serious, but I still would freak out about it. So I went to go just have them check up at the urgent care. The doctor came in, and like, you know, they you know, they did everything, and I got the impression that it was totally fine. That's what they were telling me. And I asked them, I was like, there's this, or, you know, it was like, I don't even remember what it was, but I was like, could it be this disease or something, like, or, you know, whatever, blah, 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 because I had this happen or something, whatever. I just asked them the question very concisely, very politely, and like the response I got was literally like, "You're an idiot. No, it's not. What do you think?" And it's like, it was like so condescending. And I just was thinking, I was like, "Lady, I know I don't have this. Can you please try and empathize with me?" And I'm sure it's very obvious if you just thought about it for a second that I'm only asking because I am going to obsess about this if I don't ask.
Yeah, but they're probably they're like, this fucking guy,
I know, but just have some empathy. You're a doctor.
Because then on the other hand too, it's like, okay, this guy fucking knows that he doesn't have this shit. Like obviously he's just freaking out about some bullshit.
Yes.
I'll take his money anyways. Like, sure. You want me to come in here and just tell you that you don't have it for $30?
That is exactly what I want.
That's what I would do as a doctor. Like, yeah. Like, why are they so pressed all the time about like, oh, I'm a doctor. Like, okay, dog. Like, I can look up the shit online too now. Like, yeah, AI is a thing. Like, come on. I'm having these symptoms. What do you like?
Yeah, but like when you do that, you just get a crap ton of like terrible diseases. Yeah. All I want is just somebody who's qualified to tell me.
There's the experience aspect for sure.
Yeah. And so I just want them to say that. I don't want them to judge or anything. And they still do sometimes.
Be a nice person.
Yeah, and that to me is a sign of lower intelligence, because empathy is a form of intelligence. You know, you need to be able to like interact with people in a way that isn't like, oh, I'm a doctor, I'm smart, I know everything. Oh, you're stupid.
Yeah,
You
it's
can't.
like, oh,
You have to
sorry.
have some self-awareness. No, I'm just like you just need to have some self-awareness and empathy,
Yeah.
and you, even if you know you're the best in something, you can't go around acting like a jerk. You
Yeah,
know,
it's like
you have to
if
have
you know how
empathy.
to like beat somebody up, like you're not gonna walk around. I've known guys like this that like there's this one like dude I knew like a couple years ago. He's massive, huge, like
Yeah.
6'3", and you just walk around and be like, I'm bigger than you. I could beat you up. Like, okay, dude. Like, sure,
Like that's
yeah.
great.
I believe you. Like, that
But as
doesn't
soon
mean that
as
you
you
can just
say,
walk into my room and like take my food or like, or some shit like that. I don't know. He never
yeah,
did that, but like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
he
like
would just like do shit to like make you like squirm because you know that he's bigger than you, and he thought it was funny, and it was like, what are you
as
doing,
soon
bro?
as you,
Like, you're just a
as soon as
bully.
you, yeah, as soon as somebody says something like that, I just like my opinion of their it's literally of their intelligence, not like, oh, you're a mean person or anything. It's just like your, I guess, social intelligence or
Yeah.
something. I don't know, some
Like, what are you
factor of
trying to get
intelligence
out of this?
listening.
Like,
Yeah, what are you getting out of this, and why is it worth it to say that? Because like there was some in my freshman physics lab in college. There was some guy who he was my lab partner, and somehow he just randomly came up. He just it was like not natural at all. He was like, "Yeah, I'm a senior in credits or something. I'm a junior in credits." And I was like,
wow, dude.
that's great. So
That's
first of all, I was a senior. I was higher
yeah.
than him in credits. I said nothing. I was like, "Oh, nice."
Oh, okay.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna sit there. First of all, it's annoying when somebody does that, and second of all, I'm not gonna sit there and then like battle it out with him and be like, "Oh, but actually, I'm better than you." Like, no, that's worse than
yeah.
starting in the first place. I just was like, "Nice," and I never mentioned anything. You just let it go, and I just can't believe, why would you say that? Why would There was no reason. There was no reason for him to say it. He was saying it as a flex. So
Exactly. It's like, well, yeah, that's because that's how I think. Like, the way I think, it's like if I'm gonna waste the energy to like speak or move or like do anything, like it needs to be a reason. So like mean
besides just
spirited things, we
pleasing
talked about this
yourself,
before. Like, I try to be a little more. I've been trying to be a little more abrasive, but like that's why it's so hard for me to be like rude or like
yeah,
get in somebody's way, because it's like most of the time, like being that person, like being the person that like is like getting on people's nerves and being annoying, it's like it takes a lot of energy. Like, you gotta do that
but
shit.
yeah, like you shouldn't. I don't think you should want to be that. Like I think it might be like in certain situations, it would help you to
Yeah,
be abrasive. But
yeah,
like people who are just that way as a baseline just need to like calm down and be nice. You
yeah,
know.
literally. Like,
But you know what I will say? When I inevitably, when
yeah,
I invent something and become like a billionaire or whatever, and I've got my own
exactly.
company and I've like huge political influence and
Yeah,
whatever, I will be a jerk to bad people. Like
yes.
I will when I have the power to like when I have enough power where I don't give a crap about like appear like, oh, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
meet with
you
the
can like
CEO
Bill
of
Gates
Exxon Mobil or
vibes,
something. Yeah, I'm just gonna be like
cargo jeans,
I
or
will be a jerk to you.
shorts.
I don't care. I will be assertive, or because
Because
at this point
at that you
I'm
got
very
fuck you money. You got fuck you money.
exactly.
Oh, you
And
tell me to
because
do
you
this
have
shit. I don't want to
experience,
do that. Fuck you. I got the
it's the
money.
experience too. It's like I know what I'm doing now. You can't.
Yeah, yeah,
I know
yeah.
what I'm doing more than you. Then I
Confidence.
will.
Yeah,
If you yeah. So it's like right now I don't know what I'm doing in terms of in terms of the research field or like actual engineering. So I'm very like with my research professors and stuff, I'm very like passive and like
yeah,
asking questions and being super polite and whatever, and like accepting that I don't need them to know all of my ambitions and whatever and what I want to do or whatever. I just need to learn from them because they are more experienced. But and so
yeah. You're not like
I think that's
forcing the experience. You're trying. You're trying to gain as much from it as possible, and like the process of doing that, the process of gaining that is also like integrating yourself into the program as well.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not just like all out like take. What is this doing for me?
Yeah, right,
Kind of.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so at a certain point, I will have accumulated enough experience where I can confidently be like, no, that's, we're not doing it this way. If I'm in charge of something, I will be, I can be assertive and whatever. But until I actually have the experience and the knowledge to say what's right or wrong in some of these fields, I'm not going to, I just ask
Yeah.
questions and I do what I'm told and whatever. And that's fine. And some people just still think they know what's best no matter what.
Yeah.
You got to Albert Einstein or whatever. I think he said like a true genius admits that they know nothing or something like
Some
that.
I've never heard that quote before, but
I believe it's Albert
I believe
Einstein.
it.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's so many Albert Einstein quotes. I feel
there are.
like yabba dabba doo, Albert Einstein. But there's a quote. I don't know where I think I saw it on Reddit. It was like, bullshit baffles the mind. It was meant to be like,
Yeah,
if
that's a good quote.
something seems like it's crazy and like whoa, probably is. Like probably is
That
a
also,
little.
well, the first thing that I thought of is when you try and argue with somebody who thinks
Oh,
they know what's
that's the
happening.
craziest experience, by the way. Is like when you're talking to somebody and you just like it like clicks. You're like, they just can't understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Like they just like
they don't know what's going on
they
at
just
all.
don't like they won't be able to put it together.
Yeah,
Like no
and
matter how much I
just
try.
I just disengage at that point. I'm just
That's
like,
all.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe.
that's such a weird feeling in a conversation when you realize like I need to leave. Like I need
Yeah.
to go now.
It is so bizarre, and like you can't continue. Like it baffles you because like it actually affects your thinking. It's like I can't.
You're like,
I don't even know
wait.
how to. I don't even know how to like continue arguing at this point because everything I say that is reasonable gets rejected in a
Yeah.
completely unreasonable way, but in a very confident way.
Yes.
Like
Yeah. And they're
they're
always
so confident
you're like,
that what they're saying is
wow.
reasonable, and they think they've rejected you, and you're just like trying to say. You basically all you can say at that point is no. That wasn't reasonable,
That's
but if
just
you say that,
wrong. Like,
yeah, but if you're the one in an argument who says, actually, that's not reasonable,
actually, you're wrong.
yeah, at that point you're the one who's BSing. Like, so
Yeah.
you can't even do anything. You're just like, you just have to give up.
Yeah, literally. Dude, some people just can't help themselves enough. Right?
That should be our title.
What should be?
Bullshit baffles the mind.
Bullshit baffles the mind. I like that. Sure. Yeah. Shout out that one guy on Reddit.
Yeah.
I don't use Reddit. What? Excuse me. But yeah. So since I've been off, I got off when like my last final was like Thursday. I've just been fucking chilling.
That sounds so nice.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna improve Darth Vader so much over summer.
Did you enter into that contest yet?
Not yet, because I don't have the costume here.
Oh,
So I
okay.
want to take.
All right.
What I want to do is go to like the area near the botanical garden in Phoenix, or like
Uh-huh.
somewhere where there's like rocky, Star Warsy looking scenery or something, right? And like go up on like some hill or something and like get like a very like artistic
some like
Darth Vader
Tatooine
picture.
shit.
Yeah, like Tatooine. Like
You
for some
got there.
reason,
You could go all the way out to like the sand dunes or something.
that would be pretty cool. Like
Could be like,
yeah, that'd be
Vader revisits his
Yeah.
home world.
standing on like on the top of a dune with like the cape because it's really windy there too. It'd be
Sand,
like
blowing through your hand.
yeah, and then I would get probably I mean, it would probably not be good for the costume,
Yeah.
but it would be cool to have like the cape kind of partially covered in sand at the bottom, and
I
like the
would, yeah,
boots all
yeah.
dirty. It would look pretty cool. But then I'd have to clean that, and
Or you
it might like mess up the paint on the
Yeah, like
hard
where's
parts, so.
where's like an iconic place for like Vader specifically? I want to say like Mustafar, but
Mustafar.
like, yeah.
But
we don't have
Vader in the
volcanoes.
sand sounds pretty cool, even though he like would never go back to Tatooine.
Yeah, I
like,
don't. He'd be like, "Mah."
But like Vader, like or maybe just any like dirty
Yeah.
location, like Vader covered in dirt would be pretty cool. Not covered, but like.
Or you could go to like, where's like a place with like a bunch of lights or some shit, like some place that's like really big.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I don't know areas.
you'd
Like,
have-
I don't know the place. I don't know the surroundings.
You'd have to like,
enough.
if you wanted it to look like Coruscant or something, you'd have to like go up in a building probably and get like a panorama shot of the city.
Yeah. Ah, fuck. I wish I had a balcony.
Oh yeah.
I would be, we could have, yeah.
Do you have like a good view of lights
Not
at night?
really. Not even really. You could go to like the airport. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good
But
idea.
yeah.
But then you'd have to like find a place where you don't see any planes or like
Yeah.
cars. That
I'm
might
I'm
ruin.
excited for you to enter this contest. I think
Yeah,
you might
I want to
I
see
think
if
you might
I.
actually do a good job.
I feel like
We're
I've
not
got a
gonna
shot.
we're not gonna talk about it until it's over in any
Yes,
serious
yes.
capacity.
Yes. All right.
Because we don't want to spoil.
Yes.
But yeah, I
Spoil
think
what may
you'll
not
do a
even
good
happen.
job. Yeah.
I think it'll be cool. But in terms of like after that, I'm gonna like I want to make it 501st approvable. So I'm gonna spend.
Oh yeah. I remember you talking to me about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Like
back
the
and like
official
yeah.
organization.
So I'm gonna like sand off some of the paint that I'm not happy with and like redo some of it, and I'm gonna fit a the headwear from a hard hat inside the helmet so that you can like put it on and like tighten it and it's like super solid.
Oh yeah.
That's something that people do. I just want to make it very like bougie on the inside.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Why not? Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, I probably need to go.
Yeah, we're sitting at like 31. I remember you said you can
That's
only
pretty
do a
good.
little.
I just want I want to kind of be done by noon. So.
But yeah, keep an eye out for, I don't know, something.
What?
I was talking to the audience there.
Oh.
I don't know what I was gonna say.
Something.
I was gonna say like keep an eye out for like Daniel's cosplay, but we're not gonna talk about it.
But I mean, they don't even know where to look for it.
If you know about a certain cosplay contest going on right now, Daniel's. I sent it to Daniel.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Whoa, that's cool. I'm gonna enter." And I was like, "You should." That's why I sent it to you.
It made me think about like because there's prize money for this one, and
Yeah.
it just made me think, what if, like, a good
What if?
what if? But
What if?
the costume costs about $2,000, right? All in to make the whole
Really?
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and that is actually very cheap for that costume.
I would say that's like a
online.
pretty good,
Yeah.
like, if you were to like buy like any old cosplay, I would think that's like a pretty good, like, if I were to spend $2,000 on a costume, I would hope it's good. Like,
yeah, right.
So,
But also $2,000 for I think the look that I achieved.
I think
according
yours
to-
looks. I think yours is great. I think yours is like awesome.
So the look that I've achieved, I'm very happy with, and people, I think personally, on the 501st website, people will post works in or pictures of their costume where they've spent significantly more. Like some people, they say that the average is about like 3,500 or something for a good one, and I'll see people, and I'm like, it doesn't look as good. Like the proportions aren't quite right. My proportions aren't quite right either, but I'm very close at this point. So I'm proud. I have made probably one of the cheapest Darth Vader costumes that they have on the website. So
it looks better than most of them.
Yeah, it looks better than some of the more expensive ones. So I think, and then what I was thinking is, what if there are more costume contests that give money, like I could possibly make Darth Vader pay for itself.
Literally.
So it's a very good idea. I appreciate that you sent that to me.
Yeah. All right, but with that said, I think that about wraps it up.
Yeah.
Happy summer.
Good luck with finals, those of you who are in college, which is like the one of the audience, but
maybe, yeah, I don't even know. Patreon, there's still no one on there, so thanks to our patrons. But yeah, okay. Goodbye.